I got a story I want to share with you guys. We'll call it a Uber story, since it's dealing with the Uber, obviously. But anyway, here you go. Well, first off, man, you just don't never know people and what they be on, what hype they be on. And this is usually in a negative way, as I'm talking about, in a negative way. So just follow me, stick with that. Now, this took place maybe about, it's been maybe 5, 6 years ago, maybe. Yeah, around that time. So anyway, I was in the East, that's in East Oakland, and I was catching the Uber, I forget where, basically to the other side of town. Okay, typical procedure, got the app, request a ride or whatever, pay, bam, your ride will be here in so and so minutes. Now, on these apps, they'll have a picture of the driver or whatever, and this particular picture, I believe it was like a meme or AI type picture. And I don't want to say AI because AI wasn't really full effect, but something to that effect. And it was like of a female, a drawing. Okay, whatever, I ain't tripping. Who cares? I just want the ride. So now I'm waiting on a ride. Now at this time, the place I'm coming from is an apartment building. So I'm standing in front of an apartment building. Now across the street from this apartment building is another apartment building. There's actually another apartment building right next to it, actually, as well. But anyway, there's another apartment building across the street. So I'm standing in front waiting, and finally the Uber gets here. To let you know it's close, so many minutes or whatever. So finally the Uber gets here. Now as the Uber, where I'm at, I'm kind of on the hill. The way the street goes uphill. So I'm kind of at the top where the apartment buildings are, and I can see the vehicle coming up the hill. So as it's getting closer, I hear some music playing. Okay, whatever. Some like radio, whatever, some bump or whatever. So the driver, now usually when your vehicle get here, it lets you know, okay, be outside. The driver right there. Now usually, depending on the address, they're just going to pull in front. Or even if depending on what side of the street they are, only to be in front or just on front right across the street. Now, remember, it's an address. Now, there's 3 sets of apartments over there. So I'm standing, she look at the address, we looking at the address, and I'm sure your GPS should let you know where it's at. So when she pull up, she coming up the hill, she make the left into the other apartments across the street. I'm like, hold on, what you doing? So I'm like, okay, well, if she pull all the way in, I'm like, usually they don't just pull in, she just short, it's the address, and she ain't pull in to back out or nothing like that. She kind of pull in. I'm like, what the hell she doing? So I cross the street, kind of get her attention because I want to get in this ride. So as I'm walking across the street, she finally starts to bag out or whatever. So then there's another car coming down the hill at this time. And, I kind of get out the way, of course. I get out the way. Because she come out, she damn near hit the car coming down the hill. The car had to kind of swerve, hit the horn. I'm like, oh, so I can see it's a female. I'm like, oh, this bitch home. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh. So I hopped in anyway. Bam. Now, I get in. I forgot what I say. I do mention hey, I'm across the street. I do say something. It wasn't disrespectful, whatever. So she ride down there. It's a black lady, maybe middle to older age, older than me. So maybe in her, I don't know, 50s. I don't even know, right? So, we having a conversation, and she mentioned, first she said something about I got 3 sons. So I'm laughing now. Keep in mind, y'all, and I don't really, I don't say too much, but with me, it's hammer time, if you get what I mean. So I don't give a damn. It's hammer time with me regardless. So even there, it's hammer time. So she don't know that, but yeah, it's hammer time. So I'm like, okay, well, I kind of laugh because what women got to understand is when y'all do that, a lot of times, oftentimes, you lining up the person who you claiming to go get. Because most of the time, you don't even let him know. So you done put him in the blind because certain people you don't know, okay, that's who you going to get, so they going to get them first. So when you huffing and puffing, so by her saying it, then I can see if I was disrespectful or something for her to reason to mention, because, don't get me wrong, women, there's a time and place when you need to let it be known, like, hey man, I got brothers, or I got, sons, or a husband, or whatever the case is. But I done seen a lot of times where a woman put that out there not a little bit too prematurely, or a lot prematurely. I'm just gonna put it like that. And she did that prematurely. Like, bitch, for one, that don't scare me. For one, the sons ain't here. You know what I'm saying? And two, you know what I'm saying, you can't touch this. So now I'm like, whatever, lady. You know what I'm saying? Something I said, it was cool. And then, so we hit the corner. She talking about, and I don't like people that smell like smoke or whatever, right? Like, you smell like smoke. So I'm like, well, hold on, man. I'm like, why are you even talking to me? You supposed to be driving me to my destination. You know what I'm saying? Most of the drivers don't even say nothing. They just drive. Why are you even talking to me? She, what she say? Did she start screaming? First, okay, no. Because I said, I'm like, why are you even talking to me? And I think we go back and forth or whatever. But we don't even get far. Then she start basically screaming or whatever. Like, like I'm doing something to her. So then I gets out the car like, oh, hell no. Because now she trying to line me up. Because if some peoples come, she gonna swear to God I did something. And I ain't know whether or not, if they had the cameras in the car at that time, I don't know. But regardless, I wasn't going to take that chance. And it wasn't, I ain't see nobody on the street to witness it. So I get out and I say something to her. But anyway, eventually, I think I look around and I end up spitting in her face, y'all, before I walked off or whatever on her ass. And shocked the shit out of her ass. So I walked back on her like stupid and I spit in her face. And so you see the expression on her face. And I'm not glorifying that, but like, nah, but you trying to really put me in danger, because say if them police would have came thinking I done really did something to her, and you know what, you understand, and she would have rolled with that lie all the way to the end, and we know that. So to hell with her. But then I walk off, and I'm instantly about to, I need to complain or whatever, and I still do now and think about it. This was a while ago. But what she did was, I was instantly about to complain, she hurried up, I don't know what she did, but she erased, because I thought she was going to try to lie and say something. But she, erased the whole recollection of the call. And hella quick, y'all, less than a minute of that transaction for me, after I spit in her face and walking off, looking at my phone, going to the corner, the bottom of the hill to that corner, because we didn't even go forward to the next block. Walking right there, another motherfucking Uber came. She assigned me one hella quick. I don't know if she called for partner, do her a favor or whatever, but a dude came, you know what I mean, the Arabic Indian brother, whatever, came and got me, and it was no problem. And we went straight there. But that was, that's another Uber story for y'all, man. And I remember something, man, you should have slapped the shit out of it, but it's crazy. But I remember when it happened, and I don't know why. I wonder why I didn't follow up on that, and I think I need to. I don't know if it's a statute of limitations or whatever, but we're gonna see, because she sure did erase the whole recollection of the whole transaction. It was weird, and then just assigned me another driver hella fast. I don't know how she did it, because she knew her ass was out. That bitch was hella, she definitely was on drinking. You know, she don't be picking up passengers, and ain't no telling how many other people she done did that to. Crazy. Already missed the whole, But man, y'all let me know what y'all think, man, and what I should have done or still should do in that process, man. But I feel I'll share that little Uber story with y'all, man, real quick, because it just hit me though, man. But now, I'm up out of here though. This Bad News Brown breaking it down.